Today we cycled from St Wilfrid's to Minster and then we're going to go to Aikenfield.
And the race begins as pupils from St Wilfrid's Primary School in York put pedal to pavement and kick off this year's Schools Yorkshire Tour. The relay race is taking place across the region, with the pupils carrying a gold baton that will be passed from school to school before hopping on the bus to the North Yorkshire coast to continue to the next stage of the race.
Well, the children are coming from St Wilfrid's School. They're the first school, so they're going to arrive here this morning, and then we're going to cycle over Scarborough Bridge, and we're off to the next school. And what will happen is we will arrive at the next school with the baton. The school will be there to greet us, and they'll hand over the baton, and then that will carry on all the way around York. And then at the end, we're going to be handing over to somebody from North Yorkshire, and the baton is taking the bus to Scarborough, because it's all about not using the car. You know, there are lots of ways of travelling about which don't include the car.
The children stopped off at one of the city's most iconic landmarks to receive a cheer and a warm welcome from the Dean himself.
It's a great initiative. I understand it's been going, this is the third year. Christine Packer and York City Councillor to be commended for this initiative. It was great to see the kids arrive. For the first time in my life, I have had cycle hat envy. There have been all different colours on display. We had children of different ages and stages, bikes of all different sizes, but they're out in the open, getting fit, enjoying in a safe way, enjoying the world and getting out there. So we've just had the great joy of welcoming, but they're on their way now, and they're going to hand on a baton and make their way to the outer reaches of the city.
The idea of sustainable transport is one that is being discussed nationally, but here in York, with 7 schools taking part, what do they hope that the children will get out of this?
Well, certainly when I was growing up, walking, cycling to school was the norm, but now we get a lot more people being driven, and that creates problems at schools, and also it's about getting people used to cycling, to using sustainable transport, as we recognise that our carbon footprint is really important. By being part of something that's much bigger, they can look forward to the future knowing that they were part of it.
The kids have inspired, and this is what's so good about the project. It makes you think. When you see children taking initiative, as we've seen in recent months, children who are going to be so affected by climate change and the negative impacts of climate change on living in this beautiful world, they're taking a lead, and the rest of us need to catch up, including the Dean.
And it isn't just the pupils who the local authorities are hoping to inspire by the event.
Well, children want to be involved in it. They love cycling. They want to be involved. The hard bit is trying to encourage their parents to let them cycle. And one of the great things about this event is it shows those adults that actually it's quite fun and it's quite safe to cycle. And the routes that we choose for the children are either off-road or on quiet roads where it really is quite safe to cycle.
The baton will be passed between 11 local authorities across Yorkshire, and it's hoped that the tour will help promote sustainability and encourage young people to get out of the car and onto their bikes across the region. Abby Walker, That's TV.